All these worries in my head, I'm a ride in the gutter. All of my thoughts rip me open. When the sky forms the horizon, been coming up short on my life, and plans just wither and die.
Hey guys, Dylan here. Welcome back to another action figure review. And today we're reviewing the Marvel Legends Hammerhead. That's right, we're finally getting back into the Marvel Legends business. Oh my god. Once again, I would like to apologize to all the crap, because every single review that came out has been pre-recorded, okay? I've been going through some stuff, and I haven't been able to become my jokey self, so I do apologize. But I'm back! And we're gonna go ahead and get back in here. Good. Now, if you don't know who Hammerhead is, that's why I'm here. So, it all started with Kingpin being arrested for the very first time in the original Marvel comic book. Because of that, there was a big power gap, and Dr. Octavius wanted to, fill that gap. But another organization kind of showed themselves and tried to kill Octavius. In fact, the organization and Octavius tried to switch Spider-Man to defeat the both of them. But the plan failed. And this is actually when Hammerhead actually showed himself. And then we have his origin. In a dark alley, we see a lone gunman bleeding out with a bullet in his skull. A former doctor finds him and decides to try to save him by experimenting on him, replacing his entire skull with a very strong material. But sadly, because of this, the lone gunman lost his memory. The only thing he could remember is the last thing he saw, and it was a poster for a mafia movie. And after that, whoever was the lone gunman was gone. There was only Hammerhead. But this isn't actually his full origin. This is the only origin he could remember. After the Civil War, he kind of went through some stuff and actually was able to remember his full origin. As a boy, he was actually a Russian immigrant living in Italy. But hey, he didn't live alone. He had his father. Yep, he had his drunk, abusive father who would hit him in the head with a hammer just for speaking Italian. I still can't wrap my head around that. Anyway, because of the scars of being hit in the head repeatedly with a hammer, kids would bully him. And this is actually where the character would get his nickname, Hammerhead. And of course, young Hammerhead decided to get his revenge by grabbing a hammer and beating every single person who bullied him to death. Jesus. And this is actually when he gets recruited with the Italian Mafia. He even hides the fact he's Russian and keeps his nickname Hammerhead just so they don't find out. I mean, for God's sake, he wanted to hit it so bad that he actually killed his father to make sure no one else knew he was Russian. I mean, he also killed him because of the fact he abused him and that he owed much money to the Mafia, so I can't really see he killed him just to hide his secret. But anyway, after that, he finally ended up in New York and immediately got abandoned by the Italian Mafia and got beat up and got a bullet in his head. And that's his actual origin, because that's when he was found by that former doctor. After learning Hammerhead's origin, I gotta say, I actually appreciate the character a lot more. When I first saw Hammerhead, all I knew about him that he was a mobster, and that's really all I wanted to know. But his story is actually really gripping and kind of sad. It shows you that if someone's in the wrong environment, they just end up going into that life. You're not born for it, you just fall into it because you have to. Anyway, back to the review. The painting and the sculpting of this action figure is amazing. It's a simple build, but it's a brand new build that I love. You can see that it comes supposed to be a classic mobster, so it looks nice. You got some blue with some black lines all around it. It's really nice. I like the new legs here. We're going to talk about that when we get to articulation. I just love the design. You got the black and the red tie and the face. My God, the face. Woo! Talk about a Hammerhead, huh? Yeah?
You suck!
Oh, you don't know comedy.
Ooh, I like your cut, G.
Flat. Now for accessories, we're going to start off with his normal hands right here. This one's open, this one's closed. As you can see, got some nice detail on, well, not really good detail. It's normal hands. These are the same hands you find with Professor X from that X-Men line about the island, and I'll just put a picture up there. And yeah, they're okay. They're all right, It holds accessories nice. Here we have two fist hands here, and they just look amazing. Now, on this hand, he has brass knuckles. Now, originally, I thought it was head, but backwards, but I can't tell what the hell this is, so I can't really tell you. But it doesn't really matter. It's brass knuckles, and they look nice. It looks damn nice. I do hate the fact there's no paint under it, though. That would have been a good detail if they painted under it. Because I would do it too, but I can't because I don't got the tools for it. I think the last accessory is this baseball bat, which honestly is a simple design, but this is actually my first Marvel Legend baseball bat, so I love it. It also looks similar to the baseball bat that the Punisher holds with that bike. You know what I'm talking about, the Punisher with the bike. This looks like the same baseball bat, but painted differently. And here's Hammerhead with this baseball bat that just looks amazing. I mean, really, you can put him in any stance you want with this guy, and it just looks so fantastic. It really does. Now, I'm free. And here he is with his little boxing stance with his brass knuckles and fist hands, and it just looks so good. I love it. It's so, like, look at that. If that doesn't scream mobster, I don't know what the hell does. Anyway, let's get into the articulation. Alright, so for the articulation, you gotta go up and down with the head. It's all on a ball joint so it can move. Arms get, whoops, hold up. Arms can move out pretty easily. You got a good swivel here and a good swivel here. This one's more loose than this one, but that's not a big deal. You got a good swivel right here. You don't really got to crunch because of the suit, but that's okay. On the legs right here, I don't know if this is new for Marvel Legends with these legs, but I love them. This is perfect for Hammerhead. Just perfect. I love it. And yeah, this looks my. You got a good pivot here, I believe. Yeah, you got a good pivot. Yeah, you got a good pivot. And that's actually all the articulation, even for the hands, because the hands can move, yeah, but I kind of modified it a little bit, because on mine it was super hard for them to get out, so I had to take my little X-Acto knife and drill in there to make them easier to pull in and pull out. Because I just do that for me, for stop motions, makes life easier. And, yeah, so let's get this guy in the pose and talk about last thoughts. My final thoughts for this figure is, buy it! There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This action figure is amazing. Literally, it's Hammerhead. Like, they're giving you a chance to buy Hammerhead. If you're a new collector like me, well, not new. If you starting off, right, and you want a Hammerhead, you better do it now, because the last Hammerhead they made is just gone. It's in the wind, so you better pick this up. But yeah, this figure is amazing. I have no complaints about it. It's beautiful. I love it. It's so good.
So good.
If you guys are watching, like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Next review will be... I'm spoiled.